Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trail from Zero. We are in Crossbell and in between the episodes I did talk to a few people in this district just to check out if the text has changed. And as far as I can tell, none of them have. So I can assume that the only difference in text are those from the region outside of Crossbell. So that will make it a lot easier for us to check everything. So what we are going to do, seeing as we have a main quest of course to the outside, which we need to be going to Ursula, I think, to check out the medication. If I remember correctly, yes, St. Ursula College to see Gunther. But we also have two new quests, Search for Important Person and Flowers for the Fallen, which is through the residential district onto the cathedral. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to Belgard Gate, and then as we move up towards the north, we'll pick up the quests before heading out towards Mainz. I think that is a good idea for today. Alright, let's go first to... Let's go to the police academy, which we know the chance of it being open is extremely small, but as always, just like with the doll studio, we just have to give it a little check. Because the moment there is something different, we want to be there. And of course, random items on the floor. Never will say no to that, that's for sure. And one of these days I am hoping that the police academy will be open, giving me credit for keeping on checking every single time we are in the region. But we'll see. There is a chance, of course, that we won't be going to the academy in this part of the story, but maybe in Azure, but we'll have to see about that. It's basically the same thing as wanting to see the commander in Belgard Gate. The chances are really slim, but they're not zero. We received a report yesterday about the Tangram Gate investigation of those ruins off of Mainz Mountain Path. The commander didn't give two hoots about it though. I wouldn't be surprised if he tossed it in the trash. Yeah, it's our investigation. So, you went and investigated the entirety of those creepy ruins? Jeez, I admire your tenacity. I'd never be able to pull off something like that. That is the reason why they called us. I love the railway. I even got permission to take pictures of it. I'm pretty sure this is the CGF freight line. I wonder what kind of train will come. Ooh, I can hardly wait. And can you imagine that the train comes by the moment he's talking to us and in the moment he misses everything? That would be so funny. Oh well, I hope you won't miss it. Ah, that's right. You guys stole our thunder and finished the investigation of those ruins. Damn it. If I was commander, I would have never given the order to withdraw. Hey, one person's loss is the other's gain, isn't it? Well, time for another long day of paperwork. Back when I first enlisted, I had an image in my head of what the CGF officer was. I wonder if I'm really living up to that image. If you're working here, under the commander, probably not. I finally made my decision. After wrapping up all my work today, Operation Heartthrob is a go. Oh yeah? Then go break a leg, my friend. I prefer not to break anything, if at all possible, my heart included. If I were to go on a date with Stella, where would we go? Well, Missionham should be relatively empty now that the festival's over. This might be the perfect time to go. Yeah, I'm still hoping at some point we get to explore the entire park, just in a normal capacity. Would be really cool. No, take some time to breathe between bites. There are plenty of buses to and from the city, so we don't need to rush. Is there a show of Ark and Seal they're trying to get to or something? Now that the non-aggression pact is in place, Crossbell seems to have been placated, but is everything really fine? All we have are a couple of sad little iron gates separating us from the two superpowers. Both the Imperial and the Republican armies can just show up and invade us whenever they feel like it. It would be nice if Crossbell could stay at peace due to the non-aggression pact, but I think that's a bit too optimistic. All we have are a couple of iron gates separating us from two superpowers. It is true. It's not like they have the defensive power to withhold any of the sides. You know that fork in the road on the way to the gate? The police academy is further down that road. Quite a few people in the CGF Belguard division are stationed there. Yeah, we've gone by there quite some time, so we just haven't found a way in yet. Let's see. Still only the one? Yeah. Well, I think I realize how defensive this gate really is. When stuck here against the Empire's overwhelming might. If they were serious, I doubt this place would last long. Yeah, I think you're right, but there's only one way to find out, and that's just to see if it ever happens. My buddy, Burrell, over at Tangram Gate was practically crying tears of joy from the investigation of the ruins being over. You guys have a helping hand to Sergeant Mayor Seeker during that ordeal, right? Well, allow me to extend my thanks to you as well, SSS. Yeah, I'm sure people are really happy that they didn't have to go to that ghost house. It was a fine trip though. Wasn't nearly as scary as you might think. Tomorrow night we're traveling to the Nox Forest for a combat drill, equipped only with our standard issue gear. The Crossbell Guardian Force standard issue weapons are stun halberds and assault rifles, both of which are mandatory to be trained in. That didn't stop a certain someone from ignoring the rules and only practicing with the stun halberds. Well, close combat happened to be my forte, so I couldn't help myself. You know, I'm always down to give you a few pointers if you like. Some say my halberd skill are faster than a bullet. There you go again with that ego of yours. Randy, if only you participated in the basic rifle training then. No, never mind. What's in the past is in the past. It is. Because he's now a member of the SSS, so the weapon he's using right now, it's all he'll ever need to know. For now. Always checking out the sides, because you never know what's going to be there. But that does mean that this side has been covered. We can go back to the city. And in doing so, we're going to go up to the residential district. And go to the Campbell residence. So we can ask around what's going on. Now the only question is the Campbell residence the one where the father was acting strange? Or was it this one? Just house. This is the Hayward residence? Oh wait, of course, this one. This is the house of Representative Campbell who sent a request. We're searching for someone important, right? It sounded like the representative was freaking out. Hey, doesn't Mademoiselle Gramp live around this part? You happen to know this Campbell guy? Well, about as much as fellow neighbors would know each other. Representative Campbell is an ambitious man, so he's driven by his passion for politics that he often brushes aside everything else. I see. That matches the way I had envisioned him in my head. Either way, he's requesting our assistance, so let's try asking about it if he's home. Just open the gate. Just do it. There's not even a bell outside that we can press to call him forward. Check everything. If you can steal his stuff, then we'll definitely need to.
Unbelievable. What a foolish thing to do.
Well, we must find a way to retrieve her, Representative Campbell. Excuse me, gentlemen, we are here regarding the support request.
Ah, you're the CPD something or other section. What a relief. We're becoming so desperate that we'd be willing to scrape the bottom of the barrel for assistance. Just a moment. Are you not Ellie, Mayor McDowell's granddaughter? Why have you come with them?
It's been some time, Representative. As it stands, I am currently employed by the CPD. I visit you as a member of the SSS today.
Is that the case? Ah, so be it. I suppose the mayor is neutral. Nothing to be concerned about then. But Representative, the Imperial faction's cunning members rely on underhanded tactics. What if they had a wind of this incident?
I'm guessing you're in a position that could cause some political strife, Mademoiselle? Speaking with DIE members is always such a pain. Excuse me, Representative Campbell, could you tell us what happened? At least what details you're able to share about the situation. It's just you look so troubled. I seem to recall the support request seeking assistance in searching of an important person.
Yes, that's right. Well, you see, I've run into a bit of a snag. I suppose I have no choice but to explain the situation to you. But let me make one thing clear to you. This is a politically sensitive matter. The Republican faction has been placed into a difficult situation. This must remain strictly confidential.
Understood. We'll promise to keep this under wraps. We swear to remain silent about the investigation, Representative.
Very well then. Listen up. A certain person affiliated with our faction has disappeared.
Oh, could you elaborate?
Well, it so happens to be my very own daughter. She has run away from home along with our maid.
All that fuss just to end up telling us his daughter ran away. This isn't by chance the one that was in Mainz for the Septium? Probably not. No, it wasn't. We would have recognized her if that was the case. I think the one that was in Mainz for the Septium was from another location. She came here by train, right? At least I think so. Oh, by daughter, you're referring to Carla? We were classmates in Sunday school.
Oh, really? Well, the representative and his daughter have never been particularly on good terms. Their relationship seems to be entirely compromised of petty arguments. However, the timing couldn't be worse. Our main supporter, Heiyu, was raided this morning. Dealing with that aftermath has been, let's just say, cumbersome. The utterly foolish daughter of mine, I would normally leave her to her own devices during a hectic period like this. However, recent reports have shown the Mafia spats becoming more dangerous. It is far too dangerous to leave two girls wandering around on their own.
Ah, yeah. I'd be worried about your daughter's well-being if I were you too.
Not only that, but if this were to become publicized, the Imperial faction could use it as an ammunition against me. I can't let your guard down during the diet, so I would prefer to avoid any scandals. At which that I request you, the SSS, to discreetly apprehend and return my daughter to me.
It all comes down to protecting his own reputation then.
Well, I guess that's just how these big wigs think.
I already assumed as much. Well, it's clear that you're concerned for her, so there's a fair chance she might still be in harm's way after all.
Agreed. We understand the situation, sir. We accept your request to search for your daughter. Ah, thank Idios. Bring her back immediately. I can't promise we'll be able to do it quickly, but we'll locate your daughter and provide protection until we safely brought her home. Very well, I suppose. I'll rely on you for the time being. Proceed however you like. Well, I believe his daughter left a note in her room. That note may prove useful to your investigation.
Thank you for letting us know. We'll take a look then.
Alright. I guess we'll start investigating. Representative Campbell runs a strict household. For instance, he'll enforce small rules like everybody having to eat breakfast together. It's actually quite obvious that his daughter despises such trivialities.
I see.
His suffocating nature could very well be the cause of their strained relationship. And despite that, she still adheres to his rule and joined him for breakfast. How am I to privy to such knowledge? I ate breakfast with them, of course.
Ah, the assistant that's just a little bit too close for comfort.
Between the diet meetings and the Heyu incident, this morning was absolutely exhausting. I had even more appointments in the afternoon, so I came to rest at home for a bit. When I did, I could find my daughter or her maid anywhere. Just as I was beginning to think something was amiss, I found her note.
Well, seems like she's the defiant type. I doubt he'd have any ideas as to where she would go.
My daughter and maid were nowhere to be found upon my return home this afternoon. I am relying on you to find her for me. I can allow the Imperial faction to use this as ammunition against me.
Is he more concerned for his career than his daughter's well-being? He's a noble. I can almost guarantee it. Alright, let's see if we can find the note. Looks like she left her message in this notebook. Let's see what it says. I've had enough of you and your insistence on only doing as you please. So now I should do as I please. Goodbye, Carla. P.S. I'm taking the maid with me. Knowing you, you'll surely go hungry with no one here to prepare your meals.
Where do we even begin? Well, the dad's a real piece of work, but his daughter seems like trouble in her own way.
Representative Campbell is the type to put his work ahead of his home life. And now that I think about it, Carla would often complain about her father in Sunday school. I wouldn't be surprised if a sudden falling out caused her to run away from home. However, the note fails to provide a clue about where we should begin the search. The only detail given was that she ran away from home by her own volition.
Based on her note, I think it would be fair of us to assume something. Suddenly, or... oh, it's definitely suddenly she ran away. Because she probably had a fight and just left.
She must have run away unexpectedly. As Ellie mentioned, the sudden falling out may have caused her to run away. She was pretty angry too, based on the note. I would consider that a reasonable deduction.
I figure she planned this whole thing out, though it would have been longer and filled with more resentment.
How long do you think she ran away from home? I hope it hasn't been too long. Our search would be more difficult if she's gone far.
Good question. Going by what the representative told us, they probably left this morning. Definitely not yesterday, because he would have mentioned it a lot earlier, and he did say that she did show up for breakfast, so it's probably this morning.
She was present for breakfast, but she had left by the afternoon. I think it's safe to conclude that she departed sometime in the morning. We should still be able to catch up with her.
Still, don't know where the hell she ran off to though. Think we should ask her friends? Could be they have a clue or two for us.
No, I don't think we have the time for that. If we consider the circumstances, there's definitely a place she would have visited. We know she left this morning without having planned to. Considering that, there's one place in particular she's likely to have visited first. The IBC. To get money. City Hall? I don't get why. Crossbell Cathedral to pray for a safe journey. So my choice would be IBC 1, Crossbell Cathedral 2, City Hall 3. I think she may have gone to the IBC. Makes sense to me. Our escapee probably needed some dough for a getaway. The IBC would be a pretty typical first stop for running away from home. Well, if she suddenly left, then she wouldn't have had much time to pack. The IBC is certainly a possibility. Shall we depart for the IBC then? She may still be there. Yeah, let's get there ASAP. And we should be able to look in the cupboard, right, just to see if she packed any clothing. Oh well, let's go to the IBC and see if she has been there. Because if she was there, it would be too easy, so I'm gonna assume that she was, but she left over to another location, and we need to get hints from when she was there to decide where she went off to. And I wouldn't be surprised if she will end up outside of Crossbell and we need to rescue her from some kind of monster attack. Which I wouldn't mind. I do wonder with quests like this, if we know where she is, do we still need to go to the IBC? Or is the IBC the trigger for showing up at where she's gonna end up being at? Alright, we made it. Man, always feels like we're stepping into a whole other, much more impressive world when we come in here. I presume the representative runaway daughter may have stopped here. Shall we inquire with the receptionist? Yes, let's ask Lanfei to see if she knows anything about it. Yeah, cause before we already talked to everyone here. What the hell? A temporary suspension of the Crossbell Times? Unbelievable. This is an outrage. I look forward to reading through the column in the economics section in every issue. Yeah? But you have to wait. Oh, hello again, Miss McDowell. Do you need help with anything? Oh, hi Lanfei. I'm just here to ask you a quick question. Did a lady by the name of Carla stop by here today? I think she may have been here with a maid. Oh, you're right. Carla did come in earlier. She told me she had urgent business to discuss with Miss Qua. With Belle? Yes, Miss Qua agreed to a meeting, so I directed Carla up to the top floor. This all happened about an hour ago. Do you mind if we go ask Maribel for some details? Truth be told, we are conducting an investigation. Oh yes, I think it should be okay to talk with her right now. I believe she's currently in the CEO's office. Thank you very much. Alright, let's get cracking. Miss Clyde just wrapped up with the meeting a few moments ago. You should be able to find her in the CEO's office. You may proceed to the 16th floor using the elevator over there. Now what do we have? Not much. Yeah, we're still busy with opening up the slot so we can insert the newer quartz. Just in case she's enjoying the view. Not hiding out here. And it does look like she's already gone, so we're here for hints. Oh, I'm so sick of this. I've been stuck in meetings all day thanks to those Ravash buffoons. Fortunately enough, I don't think their little railage will have effect on our stock prices negatively. Oh, I almost want to kick down their door and demand compensation for all the hassle they've put me through. Your life never seems to get any easier. Well, you could say that again. It doesn't help that father is, you know how many cells away right now either. Oh, but I digress. Did you need something, Ellie? Judging by the crowd you brought with you, it doesn't seem to be a personal issue. Yes, there's something I need to ask you, Belle. A woman named Carla should have stopped by the IBC earlier today. Did you happen to see her? Carla? Oh yes, she's definitely came here not too long ago. I am acquainted with her, given that we're both in the upper echelons of society. She claims she had an emergency and wished to speak with me directly. She proceeded to withdraw every last mirror out of her saving account.
Damn, we were right on the money.
Why did she have to speak to you directly for that, Maribel? Do you think the receptionist would have been able to handle her request just fine? Well, it has to do with the amount she withdrew. Under normal circumstances, you would need to fill out the appropriate paperwork. Today, was an exception. As you might be able to surmise, I am unable to disclose the exact amount she withdrew. That said, it was in the hundreds of thousands of mira. That's an exorbitant amount of money. The truth is, Carla is attempting to run away from home. We've been tasked with bringing her back safely. Do you know where she might have gone to, Bill?
Well, with that kind of money, she could have chartered a flight and just go somewhere we will never be able to track down.
Oh well, that would explain her rash behavior. Well, judging by the amount she withdrew, I would assume she planned to relocate to a foreign country.
That could be it.
Is it possible she had a destination in mind? Well, now that I think about it, I recall a conversation between her and her maid about sightseeing in Grensel. I believe Carla ordered her maid to make hotel reservations there.
Grensel? Isn't that Liberal's capital city? Ah, so she's ditching this joint for Liberal.
She must have departed for the airport then. We may be able to arrive in time if we proceed with haste. We must notify the airport receptionist. Right, we have to hurry. We're sorry to have bothered you. We appreciate your cooperation. See you later, Belle. Sure. They sure know how to keep busy.
That we do, that we do.
Oh, Carla turned to her maid and said that they were off sightseeing in Gransel. If her intention really was to turn away from home, why would she blurt that out in front of me? Not that I was paying much attention, given how overloaded I am at the moment. Sorry, it seemed like we caught you at a bad time.
Yeah, that is true. Why blurt it out if she's trying to escape from her home? Maybe she's just trying to search for someone to stop her during all of this. At least I wouldn't be too surprised by that. And if that's the case, she might be going around in circles at the airport, waiting for someone just to come along and say, "Stop! What are you doing? Don't go!" Where she probably hopes it will be her dad, but that is definitely not gonna happen. Also looking around to see if she's not somewhere on the road towards the airport. Phew, going on a day trip to Remiferia is as exhausting as it sounds, trust me. Okay, the wifey's back home for me. I ought to get there ASAP. The two of us can relax together. Yeah, that sounds like a really nice evening you're looking forward to.
Ah, dang it. I was wanting to stay in Crossbell for a little while longer. Hurry up. If we don't board soon, we're gonna miss our flight.
Oh hey, it's up to Anton on whether he wants to stay depressed forever or actually learn from his rejection this time. As his friend, all I can really do is keep watching over the poor guy. Oh hey, thanks again for your help yesterday. Anton, are you returning home? Sadly so. There's nothing left for me here since Fran rejected me and all.
Truly unfortunate.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm used to this sort of thing. Seeing that pure smile from her lips as she talked about the person she loves, it basically kills me inside.
The person she loves? Should we tell him that she meant the Sergeant Mayor?
Probably better leave it be. We mentioned that, and I bet things will just get more complicated than we want to deal with.
Agreed. I feel a little bad for him, but it's probably for the best.
A brutal rejection in Liberal, a gentle one in Crossbell. Hey Ricky, What's there to live for now? What am I supposed to do? Keep on going, you'll find somebody, really. Oftentimes, wealthier passengers like this take their pets with them on their flights. We transport them in individual cages with all the luggage, but they always start barking and crying the moment we land. I understand people like to bring their pets with them, but personally, I prefer not having to handle transporting them. Well, I'm more concerned not about the transport, but about the stress for the animals, cause being in those kind of flights cannot be nice. Air travel has become quite pleasant over the last few years, hasn't it? The goddess dwells in the sky, you know. Perhaps we have received her blessings through our endeavors. Could be. Could just be, just plain luck, I guess. Here at the ticket counter, we also handle immigration registration and are able to check your baggage before boarding. Please, rest assured, we'll make sure any luggage you entrust to us is safely transported to your destination. Excuse me, do you have a moment? We have a bit of an emergency. Oh dear, what is it? Well, you see, an individual by the name of Carla Campbell should have boarded an outgoing flight to Liberal. We were wondering, has the airship finished boarding yet? You said Carla Campbell. If you'll give me a moment, please. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, but Carla Campbell wasn't listed as a passenger. Are you positive? That's strange. I could have sworn that she should have been on this flight. Me too. There's only one flight scheduled today heading for Liberal, right? Correct. It seems it has not departed yet. Pardon me? I knew it. You're with the police, aren't you? Wait, aren't you Marcia? One of the maids of Representative Campbell's mansion. Are you the maid that ran away with Carla? Yes, that's right. You see, Lady Carla never intended to go to Liberal in the first place. There was merely a rumor she spread to throw her father off her tracks. In actuality, she plans to live in the home of an acquaintance in the Republic. She's going to Calvert? Oh crap, she must have gone to the station then. If you hurry, you might make it in time. I'm sorry, but my lady has caused so much trouble for everyone. But if at all possible, please bring Lady Carla back home. Despite what she says, she doesn't really want to leave the Crossbell. Ah, so she has her reasons for all of this, huh? Well, time to roll. We'll bring her back for you, don't worry. See, if she is Republic bound, the train will be departing in a matter of minutes. There's no time to waste then. Thanks, Marcia. You were a big help. Marcia, could you go inform the representative of what's happened? You can leave bringing Carla back to us. Okay, please. I'm leaving Lady Carla in your hands. So, if we just take our time, will we miss her then? No. We should do our job correctly. Oh, we're about to start investigating that mess with the Mafia. You lot seem to be in a hurry. We plan to split the workload with Wenzel and the others, and then start our investigation. Let us know if you figure anything out. We still don't have any concrete leads about the pills, so let's not mention that to them yet. We will when the time is there. Oh, I came to the station to see my grandpa off. Working out the state's gonna be hard on him, so I'm here to provide some moral support before he leaves. The Imperial company I used to work for when I was younger still contacts me consultations fairly often. It's a demanding job, but it keeps me sharp. At my age, it is more than welcome. Yeah, sounds nice. I think we can afford a short break before we start inspecting the Arabonia-bound train. But don't let the break get to you too comfortable now.
We need to stay sharp and vigilant. As stringent as ever. Alright. I'm planning to visit Calvert's eastern quarter. If I could get tickets to see that Gambler Jack stage play, that would be fantastic. It's based off the best-selling novel of the same name. The tickets I purchased are for a train right after this one. Any second now. Man, I'm so excited. Oh, excuse me. I understand you may be in a hurry, but please try to refrain from running on the platforms. Yeah, we won't run. Oh, I'm sorry, but could you please give me a moment? Attention all passengers, attention all passengers. Please step back from the edge of the platform once the departing train's bells begin to ring. For your safety, please refrain from leaning forward as the train passes through. And as always, thank you for your cooperation. Anyway, please don't lean forward while on the platform. High-speed trains rush through here all the time, so you can never be too careful. Yeah, you do not want to headbutt a passing train. You know, it wasn't that long ago that Arabonia and Kelvin were on a rather sour term with each other, around the time of the 100-Year War. During the period, railway operations shut down and travel lingering in Crossbell were forced to stay put. After all that blew over, the system was majorly improved to prevent a similar situation from ever happening again. Oh, the Calver-bound passenger train will soon be departing from platform 1. If you wish to board, please make your way over to the platform now or wait for the next train. Just seeing if there's anything unique here, just in case. Oh, my boyfriend, well, ex-boyfriend, dumped me, so I decided to try and ease the heartbreak by traveling abroad. This isn't the end for me. Just watch. I'll find a foreign guy that's 1,000 times more charming and handsome than that jerk. I'm sure you'll be fine. I have faith that you'll find something else. Alright, let's go. Platform 1. The train bound for the Republic is now departing. If you're not boarding the train, then please step back to the center of the platform. Wait a sec. Isn't it the train the representative's daughters is supposed to be on? We can still make it. Let's get on. Uh-oh. I'm guessing this game is unexpectedly heading for Calvert. Ooh, we got that close. I wonder if we'll get in trouble for not following protocol. Well, officers should be allowed to board trains during emergencies, so we don't have to worry about that. However, the problem remains. What do we do now? Well, the plan was to convince Carla to return home, correct? Yeah, well, we can't ride on this train forever, you know. And we still gotta drop off those drugs at St. Ursula, ain't that right? That's true. We have not come this far to simply give up. Yeah, I know. The next stop is Altair, located at the western edge of Calvert. We should have about 30 minutes. Until then, let's keep trying to persuade her to come home. Roger, I'm no quitter. Alright, I hope our words can get through to her. Well, first we have to find her. I'm returning home to Altair after a nice short vacation. My wife and kid are waiting for me. I can't wait to see their faces again. Whoa, incredible! Oh, start behaving right this instant. The inspection officer was eyeing everyone up and down. I know it's a routine thing, but it still grinds my gears. Oh, you sure are impatient. We still have a long way to go before we reach the Republican capital, so we should relax a bit. Oh, finally, our big railway trip. I gotta capture every moment. This place is pretty glum.
makes it sort of hard to read in peace. Maybe you should move to the window seat. Oh, I'm so excited for this girls only trip. Trust me, my husband would have been a massive buzzkill. When you talk, Calvert, you have to mention their gourmet dishes. Of course, their hot springs too. Ooh, hot springs and nice dishes. I really want to go there at some point. It's Carla. Hey, finally found her. Now we just have to persuade her to return home. The odds of her listening to reason still seem slim. Orange State is my homeland. You see, that's where I'm taking my grandchild. My grandpa's hometown sounds super awesome. He couldn't stop talking about how huge the farms are there. I'm sorry, I can't. Oh, I get enough of those, I tell you what. Let's try to convince Carla to return. If we take too long, we'll end up arriving in Altair. Oh, don't tell me Marcia missed the train. I guess I'm all alone now. Can I handle this? Oh, long time no see, Carla. Ellie, what are you... I mean, what a coincidence running into you here. Are these your friends? Oh, are you planning to spend a day or two in the Republic? Well, Carla, how should I put this? I don't want to lie to her, cause... Yes, we are there to take her home. If we say we're on a trip to the Republic, then whatever we say afterwards, and she will notice that we're not going to the Republic, will just work against us, I think, in the investigation. So I'm just going to be honest and say, we're here to take you home. And then try to convince her to actually do that. Oh, don't tell me that father put you up to this. How wrong I was. Those aren't friends. Those are your colleagues, aren't they? Your efforts are in vain. I shall never return home. Guess being blonde was a mistake. Tell me about it. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. I might have made her even more stubborn. But that is it may. Why exactly did you run from home in the first place? Judging by the note you left, it's obvious that you had some motive behind it. Well, it's a long story. My father is always ordering me around, filling my life with rules and more rules. Once he doesn't even respect himself. And this morning was a perfect example of it. I will never forgive him for what he did. Which was... whatever it was, it sounds bad. After breakfast, he walked into my room without even knocking. That's it? Of course it's not just that. What if I was changing? Oh, more importantly, father's the one always lecturing me about how I should always knock. And even though he threw a fit when I forgot to do so, this morning he calmly strode into my room, commanding me to do this and that and to attend a dinner party in the evening, and oh, he pries into every single small detail of my private life. It's like he can't do anything but that. I can relate with how she feels, but this is nothing more but a misunderstanding between a father and daughter. How should I handle this? Did you try locking your door? Your father's to blame. Technically he is, cause he shouldn't have to lock her door, especially if he's saying the same thing to her that she needs to knock when coming into his room. So yeah, he is to blame. Then your father's in the wrong. I can sympathize with you, Carla. You think so too? I knew leaving home was the right decision. Still, it's the first time I've ever left Crossbell. The only reason I decided to go through with this plan was because Marcia said she'd accompany me. I think I get the gist of this mess, but she still looks hesitant, right? Oh, she never had the strongest heart to begin with. Sure, she ran out of the house in a hurry, but I bet with every step she became more and more uneasy. Then she should almost be at her breaking point. It's dangerous to travel alone or your father is worried about you. If I say your father is worried about you, but you probably think that isn't true. And it's dangerous to travel alone might put the fear of God in her. It's definitely going to be your mate is worried sick, which is technically true as well. I can see a point for each of these answers to get through, but which one would be perfect? I don't know. Because I say if your father is worried about you, she's probably going to respond like, really? Or is he just worried about his reputation? Which is technically true, so I think I'm going to go with it's dangerous to travel alone. Oh, I understand that. But that's exactly why I'm going in the first place. I'm going to show father I mean business. If that's how you feel. It's probably useless to try and convince her any further. Agreed. We should be arriving at Altair momentarily. Time's up. Carla, could you at least tell us how to get in contact with you in Calvert? I think that might be enough for your father to back off. Lloyd and the others transferred in Altair with the return trip. Then 30 minutes later... Yeah, I think I messed that one up. It is what it is. That's why you have blind playthroughs. You have to try what you think is right. Phew, we're finally back. Well, various factors delayed our return. Please excuse me, but... Was Lady Carla... were you able to... Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but we weren't able to convince her to come home. Carla continued on to the Republic after we parted. I'm very sorry. I know you were counting on us. Oh no, it's okay. Please don't blame yourself. This is my fault. I failed to stop her from leaving. Oh, but how will I ever break this to the master? Oh, I may very well be relieved of my duties. Leave contacting Representative Campbell to me. Don't worry. I'll try to smooth things over and put a word in on your behalf, so please don't worry. Really? I understand. I'll be taking my leave now in that case. Thank you for all that you've done today. Marcia bowed deeply. I guess what's done is done. Well, I have her contact information. Telling the representative the truth is the least we can do. Yeah, you're right. Thankfully, we were able to confirm her safety. I'm sure the representative will be relieved to hear that at least. I'll take care of that. I'll have to debrief him before Marcia returns home. Ellie called the representative and explained the events that took place. How'd Representative Campbell take it? You've done enough, was all he said. Ouch, never knew such a flat response could be so sharp. It's not unexpected at least. Shall we head back, Lloyd? We still have other matters to address for the day. Yeah, good point. Let's get to it then. Search for an important person completed. Is it technically listed as failed, or...? No, it is completed, but it is, in all things considered, failed. But in all honesty, if I think about it like just not in the form of this game, but just how she is and what happened, this might be good for her. Spending some time on her own, trying to live life on her own without the rules of her father being constricted by it. I think in the end it will be a good thing for her, even if the Representative Campbell is not happy with this. So maybe a fail in doing what we were being told, but maybe we did what was best for her. I do wonder what kind of answer we had to give in order to keep her here. That is what I'm very curious about. So if you're still watching and you know it, please let me know in the comments and I can see what it is. Okay, so for now, I think I'm going to leave the episode right here. Next time we're going to continue onwards towards the cathedral, pick up the other optional side quest, and then head our way towards Mainz. And of course, whatever else we come across there. And if we have time after that,
we will of course head towards America and Ursula. So there's still plenty of sights to see, but I think we can get a lot done. So until next time, bye bye.